shooting the way you did yesterday and getting on the court and doing the 5-on-5. What has this process been like for you, especially, being so close to hitting the NBA?
It's just all a grateful experience. Extremely grateful to be here, to be given the opportunity to be here. I'm just trying to showcase my best work, what I've been putting in all after the season, and just take it all in. And I'm grateful everything is
Did you hear from
going.
Your dad?
Yeah. He's been talking to me after the days and stuff, checking in stuff like that. But he's giving me words of encouragement and stuff. But, yeah.
Bronny, you mentioned the word grateful. Mm-hmm. After everything you went through earlier in the year, school year, how surreal is it that you're in this moment to have a chance to play for, potentially in the NBA after everything that you went through medically?
I think it all just, it's just a great thing to happen to me, in terms of just, being grateful for everything and stuff like that. I put in the work and stuff like that to get back, so I feel like I've earned the opportunity. And I'm extremely grateful for everything that's been given to me and stuff like that. And I'm just excited for my future.
What are we seeing out there that maybe we didn't see at USC?
Just flexibility, given a chance. And just, everyone believing in me and stuff like that. Even, not that everyone at USC didn't, but just an open opportunity to showcase.
And what will go into your decision process?
Just a lot of thought and a lot of alone time by myself and thinking about where I want to be and where my heart wants me to be. So, yeah.
Bronny, one thing that really sticks out is that you play the game the right way. It's been like that since you've been in high school. I know that comes from Pops too as well, but you guys all play the right way in the James household.
Yeah.
Talk about that, and also being one of the first in the gym. Everybody tells me when there's a workout, you're already 40 minutes early too. That's something that you and Pops both do. So talk about those two things.
Yeah, I give all of that credit to my dad. He's taught me a lot of things and how to, show up the right way and showcase yourself the right way and give a great first example of yourself. And I feel like he's driven that into me and my brother's heads pretty well, and it's paid off.
There's been a lot of talk, Bronny, about you ending up in the best situation for yourself. I'm curious, what do you think that looks like? What's the best situation for you right now?
Wherever I'm happy. I feel like that's the best opportunity and situation that I want to be myself in. And just wherever my heart wants me to be, I feel like that's where I should be.
Is it tough as you're trying to balance whether or not to pursue
for sure,
professional dream versus because you're close? Does that excitement feel like it's pushing you in one direction or another?
Yeah, for sure, but I know my time will come, obviously, and I don't want to rush anything with all the things that have gone on in the past year. I just don't want to take anything too quickly and not be happy where I end up in this.
Bronny, what went into the decision not to talk this season or do any interviews? Was that your call, or who's?
Just my team, stuff like that. Have made decisions for me that would be best in that situation, current situation.
When you say your team, who do you mean there?
Just like my agency and stuff like that. Yeah.
What was the thinking there? I mean, what?
I couldn't tell you. I'm just going off what they're told.
Bronny, you see all these cameras here. I mean, this has kind of been what it's like your entire career. Mm-hmm. How are you able just to stay calm and normal with all these cameras and attention in your face?
I really don't know, to be honest. It's a lot, and it's built me into a stronger individual. And I'm just all this I'm extremely grateful. But it's a lot sometimes. But
I feel like every time there's been criticism around your game, you don't belong here. You really silenced the critics. And at McDonald's, you went 5 for 8 from 3. Yesterday, you hit 12 straight threes. In the star drill. But what's that pressure like, and what do you say to those people that don't think that you really belong here?
there's nothing I can say, to be honest. Like I just, you know, I obviously see everything that has been thrown my way, but you know, I just gotta shrug it off, and all the work that I've put in over this, I don't know how many years. You know, I just feel like I need to believe in myself and everything that they haven't seen what I've been through or anything like that. So, yeah, I just continue to believe in myself and keep putting in the work.
Question for you, like, you know, when you talked about it, they talking about your father and everything like that. You've been in the spotlight since you were a little kid, right? So when you go into these interviews with these executives, they know about your family, but what do you want them to know about you, the person?
That I'm a genuine person. I've gotten a lot of lessons and stuff from my mom, my dad, but also just like putting that Bronny James narrative out there more, is instead of, you know, just being LeBron James' son. I think that's really important for me.
Now, with that being said, does that motivate you a little bit? Because, you know, there's when your father said last year, I want to play with my son, and everyone's like, oh, teams are going to draft him just so his father could come. I mean, does that like basically like, look, I'm more than just you know, a way to get my pop? Like, does that
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the many motivation factors that I, you know, go off of, including all the negativity and hate that I receive. But yeah, that's for sure one of the. Yeah.
How did it feel to be out there on the court today, like to get the scrimmage play games? Like, how did it feel out there? And how did you feel like you played?
I feel like I played good. You know, my job is just to play a role and play the right way, make sure I can get my teammates involved and stuff like that. But again, I was just super grateful for the opportunity to be out there. I felt like I should be out there. But yeah, I'm super grateful for everything.